we'd like to welcome to the program Justin Raffa, who is running for Benton County Commissioner in District 1. Good afternoon, Mr. Raffa. Thanks for your time this afternoon.
Good afternoon, Rob and Ed. Thank you for the opportunity.
So, Mr. Raffa, first tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you been in the community, and what is it that has kept you here in the Tri-Cities, or what is it that draws you to being a part of this community?
Sure. I've been a Richland resident for 12 years, and many would know my name in the community from being active mostly in arts and culture circles. I'm the artistic director of Mid-Columbia Master Singers, and I serve as the chorus master for Yakima Symphony Chorus. I have a history of leadership positions with nonprofit boards and city and state commissions. And part of the reason why I elected to jump into this race is I think that one of the most effective ways for us to initiate positive change is to actually serve as an elected official. Benton County's my home. I'm proud to be a resident, and I want it to be the best that it can be for all of us.
Mr. Raffa, obviously when people run for office, there are a number of things that they notice, a number of issues that come into play that definitely resonate with them and encourage them to get involved in the political spectrum. So for you, what are some of the things that you have seen in Benton County, particularly certain things in the commissioner's position or things that have happened with this current board of commissioners that drove you to get involved in the race?
Sure, and I'm sure that these are key buzzwords that many candidates in races will be talking about this season, but there are elements of accountability and transparency that are really important to me. And I feel like a lot of our county government has flown under the radar for a long time. A lot of citizens don't really understand the role of county government. They don't necessarily know who their county commissioners are. And when I look at accountability for government in particular, you know, both the Benton and Franklin County Commission meetings are held at 9 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday. It's not exactly a time that's conducive to working people to ever be able to attend in person, or even to be able to watch the live stream. It's very likely that they're at work. And I also haven't seen a lot of opportunities at meetings for the citizens to be involved, to give input. You know, having public comment portions for public official meetings is really critical to our democracy. And for several weeks into this COVID crisis, Benton County commissioners were not offering that option. I am pleased to see that it's recently resurfaced, but I want to make sure that we create an environment where our residents feel welcome to participate in government and that they have outlets in which they can engage.
We're talking with just a candidate for Benton County Commissioner, District 1, here on the bottom line. And you did mention about, you know, the meetings, and that has been something, honestly, in both counties that people have brought up, that some evening meetings would be great. But some of the other things that have happened over the course of the last year, you know, we have seen certainly people raise concerns about the public safety tax. We've had the situation with the Benton County Jail, and certainly that's been a high-profile situation. From your position, and if you are elected as a Benton County Commissioner, are there certain things in those regards that you have either formed an opinion on, or you necessarily, or you may have taken a particular and what's the word I'm looking for now? Of course, here I am, the guy on the radio. And I can't think of it. Have you formed a particular opinion on the way certain things have taken place in regards to a couple of the high-profile incidents we've seen in Benton County over the last year?
Sure. You know, the public safety sales tax is a key issue for the county, and our commissioners are stewards of those funds that the taxpayers themselves approved in 2014. And they're very specific programs that they support a lot of alternative options to our traditional criminal justice system, supporting mental health courts, drug courts, and veterans courts. I'm very much in support of those efforts, and I want to safeguard the funding that is available so that we can continue to provide those services to our residents, and also realizing that that tax is going to sunset in 4 years in 2024. So for commissioners coming into this next term, they're going to be in the driver's seat as to determining the path forward, whether that tax should be renewed and put back out to the voters, if there are any changes in terms of priorities for funding that need to be made. But I want to make sure that we're continuing to safeguard all of those alternative programs that are supporting people in need outside of the traditional criminal court system.
We're talking with Justin Raffa. He's running for Benton County Commissioner in District 1 here on the bottom line.
Mr. Raffa, again, if elected, we know that all 6 of the county commissioners for Benton and Franklin County sit on the board of the health district. And obviously there's been a lot of back and forth in regards to the COVID-19 crisis and how the health department has handled things. Where do you stand on that? Being that if you are elected to a commissioner, that you would also sit on that board as well.
Well, I was listening to your show earlier this afternoon, and I really appreciate the focus on wearing masks in public. I think that is a key component for all of us to be able to band together and be able to move through the phased plans set forth by the governor's Safe Start program. You know, wearing masks, I get it. It's uncomfortable. It's not something that I particularly enjoy. I get really sweaty. And for many of us, many Americans, we're just not accustomed to the behavior of having to wear masks in public. But it is a very simple and very practical thing that all of us can do together to lower our caseload so that we are able to get the metrics where they need to be, that we're able to successfully move into the next phase. In terms of sitting on the Board of Health, I would absolutely look right away to making sure that medical and public health experts are members of that board. There is a state statute, there's a provision that gives commissioners the option to invite other elected officials and community leaders to serve on that board. I myself am not a doctor, I am not a medical or public health expert, but I certainly want to ensure that those industry experts are at the table. So one of the first things I would do is extend an invitation to medical and public health experts to join the Board of Health for Benton Franklin Health District and be able to guide us through this process.
Having said that, and the perfect segue to my next question, by the way, there are some things that your experience, that you don't have experience in different sectors. I mean, just that would be anybody. Is there something, if elected, is there a segment or a sector of this particular job that you feel like you would like to learn more about or get some more guidance on, that you aren't really too sure about how things operate or something like that?
Sure. You know, before I went into a career into music, I was actually dead set on being a lawyer and becoming a judge and moving into elected office. You couldn't have told me otherwise until about my senior year of high school. So I certainly have a lot of interest in the judicial side of the county and the programs that they're stewarding through the district courts, through the superior courts, the relationship that they have with the jail, with corrections officers. And I'm fairly new to that arena and understanding all the specific implications of how those agencies work together. So I've certainly been doing a lot of research, a lot of reading, talking with other experts in those fields. But I certainly want to make sure that I educate myself on our county judicial system and how those relationships work between the county prosecutor, the Office of Public Defense, between the Sheriff's Office and Corrections.
And we're talking with Justin Raffa, the candidate for the Benton County Commissioner's position number 1 here on the bottom line, News Radio 610 KONA.
And again, Mr. Raffa, we appreciate your time this afternoon. For those in our audience that would like to learn a little bit more about your campaign, a little bit more about your platform, where can they get that information?
I invite you to check out my campaign website, justinraffa.com. My last name is R-A-F-F as in Frank A, justinraffa.com. And we also have a presence on social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Justin Raffa running for Benton County Commissioner, District 1. Thank you again for your time this afternoon. Best of luck to you in your race, sir.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you.